Today I'm going to be taking internet quizzes. Welcome to random internet videos and also my mental breakdown. I've chosen 3 different websites, all of which have quizzes about depression. One of them is kind of like a pop culture site, one of them is a psychology site, and one of them is a pharmaceutical site. The first one is Buzzfeed. When I think of Buzzfeed, I think of like, what kind of chocolate are you type quizzes, which, you know, are totally fun, but it's not a place where I would go necessarily for medical help. This particular quiz is, can you navigate a day with depression? So let's find out, shall we? Morning. Your alarm is painful. You've already snoozed half a dozen times. You need to get up. Yesterday's clothes are in a pile by the bed. Those will do. When was the last time you showered? What do you do next? You either get dressed or you shower. I would probably get dressed. Bed was so warm your okay, that I do have trouble getting out of bed just because I'm so warm. You pick up your jeans. This is it. If you put them on, you have to leave the house. Put on jeans, or jeans don't define who I am. If I'm getting dressed, I'm probably putting on jeans. I'm wearing jeans right now. The jeans are comfy at least. You've worn them every day for 2 months now. I've never actually gone that long without doing laundry. I have like obsessive compulsive habitual routine type stuff, and one of those things includes doing my laundry regularly, so this is not a problem. You'd rather be wrapped in your duvet. You could crawl back in. If you don't leave now, you'll be late for work. If I have work to go to, leave the damn house. Your brain is repeating something someone told you once. Okay, here we go. It didn't make you feel better then, and it doesn't make you feel better now. Your brain is a dick. You dislike it much of the time. I guess I'll get the bus. You're at your desk. Your boss walks over and taps your shoulder. You flinch. We're having a meeting in 5, a brainstorm. I'd like you to be there. You nod and look at your inbox, already full of unread mail. I'm probably gonna go to the meeting if my boss came over to me. Also, I like brainstorming, and that sounds like more fun than work. Cheer up, a colleague tells you. Fuck that colleague. I'm not gonna go on to a rant right now, because that's not what this video is about, but holy shit, I hate that. Yeah, but it kill you to smile and say good morning, says another. Who are these people that I'm working with? They're terrible, terrible people. You should say you're sick and go home. I'm gonna stay in the meeting. I'm gonna beat this frickin' day. Once the meeting begins, your anxieties dissipate and you engage with the problem at hand, coming up with several creative solutions that impress your boss. Awesome. I know mornings aren't your favorite, but we always appreciate your input. Aww, this is getting better. Have you considered yoga? It really helped my wife when she was going through a rough patch. Jesus. Thank him for the suggestion or lose your temper. Now granted, I have lost my temper, but I feel like more often than not, I would just say thank you and move on. You're free to work from home whenever you'd like if that would help. Go back to your desk. You take a sip and glance down at your phone. A text from your ex. I'm gonna ignore it. My friends can attest to this. I never fucking answered my texts. You decide to cheer yourself up with a funny video you like. You press play and within seconds your hand is over your mouth trying to stifle your hysterics. Video is unavailable. Fine, I will just have to imagine this video. I can watch it again, or it is time to do some work. I'll watch it again, but like the once. Your deep laugh gets amused looks from the colleagues around you. They all want to know what you're watching. If a colleague went over, came up to me and was like, what's so funny? Then I'd maybe play it for them. But I'm gonna say it's time to do some work. Time for lunch. You look at your gym bag. When was the last time you used it? The fancy Mexican place up the road has your favorite on lunch special. I'm not a gym person, and I really like Mexican food. I go for a walk every day and I try and be really disciplined about that. And I feel like that's maybe what the question's asking me. I'm gonna say hit the gym. The gym is all mirrors and lycra. The techno pop is oppressive. Kind of like the theme music. You're a little overwhelmed. I'm gonna go to lunch because I've been in situations where I'm like, I'm gonna do a thing, and then I get there and I'm like, oh fuck this is too much. After what you think is a pitying look from the hostess, she leads you to a table sandwiched between 2 seats of diners involved in loud conversation, and you immediately regret not getting lunch to go. Order to go, order to go. But you're already here now. Be ashamed to let the people and the noise get the best of you. I'd probably still go. By the time you've sat down at your desk and started to eat, your cares have drifted away on a sea of plantain tacos. Food is fucking incredible. See, yes, I think I made the correct decision. Work it with an E. A stomach full of good food and a brain full of good chemicals, you manage a solid 4 hours of work. I think I'm killing this, man. By the end of the day, the good chemicals are starting to wane and you feel home calling. Your colleagues invite you to the pub, but bed, as you know, is best. I would go home. Home will still be there in an hour, and one drink won't hurt. Am I like gonna die stepping into traffic if I say home? On the way home, you reflect on the day, full of challenges, but also full of rewards. You eat your chips on the walk to the house, and arrive full and warm and ready to watch TV in bed. Finally, bedtime. You've navigated through another day of stress and brain lies. You've earned it, so good for me. No earth-shattering revelations, but you know. The next quiz is a 3-minute depression test from Psycom. It's supposed to be a little bit more sort of like for determining if you have depression. So again, I think I know what the outcome of this is going to be. This is based on the Patient Health Questionnaire, the PHQ-9. The answers for all of these are not at all several days, more than half of the days, or nearly every day. I think I maybe took this test, like on paper when I was filling all that information out for the new doctor. Little interest or pleasure in doing things. I have that problem all the time. I'd say like it maybe is half the days. I'm gonna say several days. Feeling down, depressed, or hopeless. I'm medicated, but I feel like that was more than half the days. Trouble falling or staying asleep or sleeping too much. That's still a problem nearly every day. Feeling tired or having little energy. I'll say more than half the days. Poor appetite or overeating. No. Feeling bad about yourself or that you are a failure or have let yourself or your family down. More than half the days. Trouble concentrating several days. That does sometimes happen. Moving or speaking so slowly that other people could have noticed. Not really. Thoughts that you would be better off dead or hurting yourself. If you had any days with issues above, how difficult have these problems made it for you at work, home, school, or with other people? This is where the anxiety comes in. If I know I have to go somewhere and there are going to be people there, like even just the grocery store, it's hard for me. I'll say somewhat. Here, let's see what they say. The results, moderate depression. Your answer suggests you are suffering from moderate depression. Consider watchful waiting and testing again, normally within 2 weeks. That's the same result I got when I talked to my doctor in real life. The last test, this test is called Which Blue Are You? The website that this is on is called LighterBlue. It's super cute, but the copyright thingamajig says Takeda Pharmaceuticals. The options here are you can either be light blue, true blue, or deep blue, and I know I'm only doing half of the quotes, which is messing it up. It's supposed to help you to learn about your major depressive disorder symptoms and how they affect your life. You can use your responses to help you decide which blue is most like you. How are you feeling emotionally these days? I'm gonna say I'm in the middle. How's your interest in things? Meh. I've lost interest in a lot of things I used to like doing. It's hard for me to get through a full day of chores and errands. I'm gonna go with this one. Are you having trouble concentrating, or do you find it difficult to make decisions? I find it difficult to make decisions, even simple ones. Ironically, I find this question very easy to answer. How has your sleep been lately? I have trouble sleeping most nights. Have you noticed changes in weight or appetite? We're about the same. Oh my god, it's like the fucking birds outside. Shut up! And with the planes, there is some Hitchcock movie happening outside my house. It's either The Birds or North by Northwest. I'm not sure. I don't want to be in a Hitchcock movie. Have you had thoughts of suicide? Not recently. Do you ever feel worthless or have guilty feelings? Yes, sometimes I feel worthless. Do you experience restlessness or move so slowly that others notice? I'm gonna say I don't know either sometimes. Now they want me to choose a blue. True blue experiences quite a few depression symptoms. Some of those symptoms can make it difficult to function at work or at home, and getting through the day can be pretty challenging. Your chosen blue profile. Based on your responses, you identified yourself as true blue. And I was kind of expecting at the end of that for them to be pushing drugs on me, which they don't seem to be doing. I don't know if it's something that I'll be able to use for anything, but I like the little drawings and everything. It's a little more whimsical. Again, these aren't like quizzes that I would say like, oh yes, you know, this will solve any problems. Why are there so many noises happening outside? That's it. I'm done. You've been watching my mental breakdown. Goodbye. Guess who forgot to do her end screen? It's all good actually, because I have a request. Anyone who's watching this who has dealt with depression and has ever been given advice from people who don't have it, if you could share with me, I want to compile a list of unhelpful advice. It'll be anonymous unless you don't want it to be anonymous, in which case I will say who you are. You can either message me here or comment. If you want to go to my Twitter account and direct message me, my Twitter
Twitter handle is just my name, like, before the weekend, because I want to be shooting over the weekend. And obviously I'll have some of my own on the list, and we can all commiserate together. That's all I got for you right now. Help me, I have a thing's growing out of my neck.